The Country Club Hills Theater is the best entertainment venue in the Southland. Every show is always a great show. I want to invite you this year to join us for another exciting season. I'll see you there at the Country Club Hills Theater.
So I'm here with the amazing Jerry Williams of the Country Club Hills Chicago. So first of all, how did I get this honor to speak with you this evening?
Well, you know what? First of all, I don't own the country club, but I do work. I do provide entertainment and stuff like that for the country club.
You're a promoter.
Yes, we have been doing that for maybe 3 years, maybe, and we got caught in the COVID virus. That kind of knocked us out, but we're back and we're back strong. So we're here. I'm here in beautiful Country Club Hills, one of the nicest places you want to see in the area. Okay.
So you said you've been doing it how many years?
For 3 years. We started out, well, one year we didn't do anything because of the virus. So really 2 years, you know. But we've been doing this for a minute or two. And it's wonderful. I don't know. Have you ever been to Country Club Hills?
No, I've never flown anywhere. So you know, this is on my list of things to do is visit the hot places. And I heard that place is kind of popping. So tell us about it.
It is. It's one of the most beautiful areas in Chicagoland. And the amphitheater is awesome. You'll get an opportunity to see that. Next to Ravinia, I think we're probably next, number 2 to the Ravinia.
Okay. So you have some amazing acts coming out of there. Like you have the Country Club Hills Summer Under the Stars musical series. So tell us the concert series. So tell us about that and how that came about.
Okay, well, we had talked about it, some time ago, and we started putting it together early last year. And we got some of the best artists, I think, in the land. Everybody loves the lineup. And if you haven't, I can't describe it so that you'll understand what I'm talking about, but the amphitheater is one of the most beautiful places you ever want to have a concert. Everybody loves it. And it's been there for a while. Because back in the day, they had Smokey Robinson, they had Marvin Gaye and people like that. And it kind of went down some years later. But when the new mayor came in, Mayor Ford, he said, no, we're going to get this back to where it was. And it's a beautiful place. Get this back to where it was. And I tell you, it is gorgeous. We got some of the big people, some of the people that people love that's coming, like tomorrow night, we have a jazz show, smooth jazz coming in with some of the top people like Damien Escobar and Eric Darius and Jazz Funk Soul. And that's tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. Yeah, you want to get down there and see that. But going past that, we got some great entertainment coming. You can stop me whenever you get ready now, because I'll get started.
I want you to get started. Turn up, okay?
Okay. Okay. Then on the 9th, we have the fabulous Tebow Bryson.
Oh, yeah.
Tebow Bryson. Yeah, he's a double Grammy winner, and I probably don't have to tell you a lot about Peabo because everybody knows Peabo.
Yes.
And along with Peabo, we're going to have Najee. And Najee is one of the top saxophonists and flute players in the world. Najee is, and then we have some more people accompanying them. But that's going to be beautiful too. And it's going to be just laid out. And you don't stop me, I'll keep going now.
So Mr. Williams is a promoter for the Country Club Hills in Chicago, Illinois. He's putting on a musical series, a jazz series that's running from, tell them the dates, Mr. Williams.
Okay, it's running from starting tomorrow, all the way through September.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's not jazz. It's not just jazz. You got everything like in the we got a big comedy show the day after Peabo.
Mm-hmm.
That Sunday is a big comedy show, and some of the people that you probably know, but they'll be there. Big Mike, just to name a couple, they'll be there on the Sunday after Peabo Bryson. And then I'll get back to that because I'm gonna look up and give you all the names of the comedians that's gonna be there.
Listen,
Yeah,
you got my favorite female singer coming in. Okay, let's talk about that.
yeah, okay.
Leela James. Okay.
Yeah, you go. Leela James, there you go. I was coming up with that. And Stokely.
And
Gonna
Stokely.
be there. They're gonna turn the place out. They are going to turn the place out. And we got a lot of inquiries about that, the
Mm-hmm.
tickets on sale. And then, let me stop in the middle and say, go to countryclubhills.org to find your way through to get your tickets and stuff like that. And that's going to be just awesome. You got after that, you're still going to have great artists coming up, and those tickets go on pretty quick too. It's going to go on sale, and they'll be going pretty quick. And that's the Funk Fest, and you're going to have some of the top funk people in the country that I know people love, like Morris Day and the Times, Midnight Star, SOS Band, Confunction, and I'm not naming them all right now, but
No.
this is going to be awesome.
It's going to be spectacular. Like, is this the biggest music series that you put on in the 30
It's the biggest one we've put on in about in quite some time. I want to say 15 years maybe.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, and it's and we've had some big people there, like Kim and people like that. But this one here, people are really biting for. They really wanted us to put this together, and we did. And it's going to be just off the chart, off the chart.
So how much work goes into putting on a series of this magnitude?
Well, quite a bit, because there's so many entities that you have to work with and coordinate with and make sure everybody is, doing what they need to do. Like, say, for instance, when you're playing basketball, you got 3-point shooters, you want the 3-point shooters out there.
Right.
Then your rebounders, you want them there, and the grunt people that do the grunt work, you want them there. And it's wonderful because the sound is the top sound in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the lighting, everything has to be right. Everything has to be right. And with Morris Day and that group for the funk concert,
Mm-hmm.
it's put on by the park, the National Park Network, and another group that is putting their money in, and that helped to move this Hustle House Entertainment.
Wow.
Is one, and they're out of Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And they're big. And then Music Park Network, they're big. That's one of the ones that I'm part of. And we just got a lot of people that chips in, and we work together. And when you do that, it comes out well.
Right.
Everything is going smooth now. I'm so glad we kind of opened up on this virus. We couldn't do anything until we actually took care of that. But now everybody's ready to go. Everybody's ready to go.
Everybody ready to be outside, Mr. Williams, okay?
Yes, yes. That's where we're going to be. Let me say one other thing about that concert. We got Infinite Scholars, where we give out scholarships to kids.
Mm-hmm.
And, parts of the proceeds go to the Infinite Scholar Program. And Infinite Scholars, we started, I'm a part of that too. We started that in 2003. I didn't start until about 2014. 2003, we started in Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri. And then about 2014, they came to Chicago. Now it's 29 cities that we service in the country. And over the last 8 to 9 years, we've given away at least $12 million to kids in scholarships.
Wow.
Yeah. And we ask people to come on out. What we do is not just for us. We want to love what we're doing. We want to really come out and enjoy ourselves. But I want people to have the satisfaction of knowing that not only do we enjoy what we're doing, we're helping these young kids too. And it's beautiful, especially when they go to college and come back and say, "Hey, Mr. Williams, you remember me? And when I was now I'm a lawyer." And I'm like, "Hey, I love it. I love that." But that's where we are with what's going on right now.
Now with the Infinite Scholars Program, like at what point do the scholars receive the benefits, and how can parents or people who want to take part, even if they don't come to the concert, if they can take part in that?
Okay, with the Infinite Scholars Program, we're going to have a fair in Chicago on October 20th, so Thursday. And we have from 10 to 2, and then we have a break, and then we go from 3 to 7. And we bring kids in. One of the things we do, we don't charge anybody anything.
Wow.
And people want to know how we do that because of these kinds of things. Here, we don't have to. Kids don't even have to pay for the applications, But it goes from 10 to 2, and then from 3 to 7. And it's going to be at Kennedy King College this year. Usually we try to move around because Chicago's kind of big. We try to move around to different places. We had the University of Illinois, Chicago. One year we went to Chicago State. Everything was beautiful. We went to Northeastern. It was great. We started out at places like Dunbar High School, which is a beautiful high school. We had the fair there. We bring in about 70 or more colleges. And they come in, they have their scholarship with them. Some kids get their scholarships right on the spot.
Wow.
We had a young lady last year that came in. She came in the afternoon, and I was shocked at what happened. She got over $1 million in scholarship offers.
That is amazing.
Yeah, she did. And she came in the afternoon. Now, if she had came in the morning, she probably would have got about $2 or $3 million worth of offers.
Man.
She was a little thing about 4'7", something like that, but very, very intelligent young lady. But she got over $1 million in scholarship offers last year. They're out there, and we want the kids that really want to try to better, their lives, and want to try to have the opportunity to try to further their education. We want to make sure we give them the opportunity to do that. But that's just one of the things that scholars do. If I tell you everything, we'll be on here all night. But if you want more, I can give you more.
Well, do I have one more question about the series? Who is your favorite artist that's coming out? I know you got to have one. Okay, I'm going to let you say two. Two, that's it, Mr. Williams.
Well, it's really hard for me to say because I love them all. I'm not kidding, especially that Funk Fest that's going to be happening in August. But People, I love People. People Bryson he's a monster. I mean, I love people that actually put on a great show.
Right.
And he hasn't failed yet. He hasn't failed yet. And I hate to be, biased saying to people, but I'm telling you the facts. I love jazz. Najee, I love him too.
Right.
But it's just so I like them all. I like them all.
So you have a good ear for music. How were the artists selected for the concert series?
Well, we went around the country. We looked at how people received artists, in other places. And we saw that this was an opportunity to grab some of the best artists out there.
Right.
We had good underwriters that was working with us, and so we went out and we looked at what was going on around the country, and Peabo draws he draws a big crowd everywhere he goes, everywhere he goes, and so does Najee, and so does the people at the Funk Fest, all those guys, the Mars Day Times and Midnight Star and SOS Band and all those. They command a big crowd of people, and it's kind of cross. It's not like it's old school. You find a lot of young people that actually love that music too.
Right.
And they come through and they love it, and we just have a great time. The clientele there is awesome. If you get an opportunity, pull it up. The amphitheater in Country Club Hills. It's one of the most beautiful places that you can go to have a really, really nice evening. Yeah.
And just to reiterate, we're here with Jerry Williams. He is promoter of the Country Club Hills Amphitheater. Is it an amphitheater? So
yes.
It's a historical place, and like you said, the mayor was like, "Nah, we got to do something with it." So
Mayor Ford, yes.
Yeah. So when he came to you, what was that conversation like?
Well, it started with another guy that came to me that was attempting to work with the mayor, and we got to talking, and the other guy, he really couldn't do it, So the mayor had said, "Well, hey, we need to get this going, but we got to have everybody on board." Right. All of his aldermen and stuff like that, and people around. Let's look out and see if we can talk to some of the people that we know that people love to see.
Right.
I met the mayor when he was first campaigning, and thought he was a very good guy. And people, he was Black guy. And at that point, people said a Black guy was not going to win that, but he did. And he's been good ever since. I think it's about his third or fourth term that he's been in, and he's doing a great job. So he asked that even though they step up and do a lot, can we come in and work with it? Because he trusts the things that we do. And absolutely we can. And we did. And we've had a good relationship and still got a great relationship. So that's how we kind of like got together. I met him before, we did all this, but this is what we do.
That's what we
do. Yeah. And we work with each other. We want to see Country Club Hills thrive. And we want to see other venues like that thrive. Because it's out there, it's good for people, all people, Black, white, everybody. And we want, and Hispanic, everybody. So we want to try to make sure that we reach out to the people that really love great music, because I love it. I was into the music for a long time. And and it's working very well for us. So I always want to keep that track rolling. It's so great. Keep it rolling, make it even bigger next time. But right now it's very huge. It's going to be really nice.
It's one of the biggest of 2022, because when you think of Funk Fest, that's a big concert in itself.
Right.
You have you have different compartments of entertainment. So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So that was very thoughtful of you to have the comedy, the R&B, the jazz, and the soul.
Right.
So,
right.
And you're closing out Black Music Month with this concert. So why was that important?
Well, that's important because people got to, somehow we got to get through to people what we've accomplished in this world.
That's right.
And people don't know all, not just music, but if I get into, because I was, into politics, so if I get into that, you go, but I'll take your whole show up. But no, you got to know what we've done. If you notice, like I was talking to two young producers yesterday, and they were talking to me about doing something later on in September. And when I told them about what we have and showed it to them, and they were like, wow. I mean, their eyes got big, and this is the honest to God truth. When they saw Mark Day and the Times and these guys, and then they saw Peabo, and they're like, wow. And he was telling me that, you know, people don't understand. This is a young guy, he's a promoter. He said, people don't understand that the music that was done back in the 70s, in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, people are still thriving off of that.
Mm-hmm.
I said, perfect example is Bruno Mars and Confunction.
That's right.
You know, he took Confunction, and you would think that it's an old school song, and you know, but he took it, made a mint off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Pharrell and you know, and they did Marvin Gaye.
Right.
You know,
They still paying back.
Yeah, but you know, it's just that they take that music, which is great. I want you to continue to do it, but make sure you pay people.
That's
you know.
right.
But I want you to continue to do that. Yeah, and when you're going forward like that. And if you look at, and I tell people this, and people don't pay attention to this a lot. If you look at all the commercials on television where people are doing commercials and they're dancing, they're doing, you know, all that's Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at all the little moves that they're making, they got this from Michael Jackson,
Right.
which is okay. I wanted it to keep going, but
Right.
just acknowledge, you know, the person that, you know, kind of put that stuff out there for you.
That's right.
So I'll be wanting people to understand that and recognize, you know, when we get into that politic thing where you're fighting against each other, and you know, but we got to continue to maintain who we are.
That's right.
And get it out there. People love it. Everybody loves this music.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves it. So that's why we're doing what we're doing.
That's
Yeah.
right. And again, everybody, the dates running from the Saturday throughout September.
Yes.
Chicago, Illinois is the place to be. Grab your tickets if you want to travel, just to get out of your common areas or whatever that may be. There's nothing wrong with traveling and going and celebrating. And this is what it is, a big celebration.
And there's so many things to do here. So many things to do. Country Club Hills is right outside Chicago, which is right in Chicago, really.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much you can do out there. And that's a beautiful, beautiful town. And and I'm just saying that because I'm promoting it, but they got the amphitheater. I guarantee you, once they come, they're coming back. They're coming back. I guarantee you, they're coming back. You know.
Mr. Williams say, you know what? He got that comeback. So y'all coming to Chicago to party, all right?
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Leave that website information where they can get their tickets, and then the dates where these mini concerts will take place.
Okay. Go into countryclubhills.org. countryclubhills.org. And then you can you can navigate through there from there. Some of the tickets, like starting with the Funk Fest, the Chicago Funk Fest with Morris Day, those tickets will be available very soon. But all the others are available right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Country Club Hills Theater, the Smooth Jazz, that's tomorrow night. That's tomorrow night. And you need to get out there. That's Damian Escobar and Eric Darius and the Jazz Funk. Then after that, we got Peabo Bryson coming in. And that's going to be the 6th, July 6th. And Najee is with Peabo. You'll be in for a great, great night. If you know Peabo, if you know Najee, I probably don't have to say anything about that. But it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. And then the Sunday after that, we're going to have comedy. And we got some great names with the comedy coming up, like Big Mike and Leon Rogers. Oh man, it's just some great people. That's going to be the Sunday after Peabo Bryson. And then your girl is coming up.
Okay, KK.
On Stokely and Little James is going to be on in January 16th, along with some others. But they're going. Well, I got to tell you, they're going to be really kicking it. They're going to be really kicking it. And go through countryclubhills.org and you can just navigate your way right on through and get your tickets. It'll take you right through. And another thing is go to infinitescholar.org so you can see what Infinite Scholar is all about. We have a lot of celebrities that work with us with Infinite Scholars.
Wow.
In Chicago, if you watch the news, when it comes down to the city and the teachers union, they're always fighting, and but one of the things they do with Infinite Scholars, they both work with us. The city, the CPS and CTU, the union, they work with us and they get together. There's no fighting. We love each other and everything works out. And yeah, go to infinitescholars.org and you see a lot of things. As a matter of fact, I'm co-chairman of the board there. So yeah.
Mr. Williams said, check him out, check out what they're doing with the community and the kids, and see if you can participate. Any amount helps.
Yeah.
Even if you just want to offer a kind word, that is help, that is support. So
yeah.
Definitely tap in. This concert is kicking off with or without you, so you better be part of it, okay?
There you go. Hop on board. Jump on board.
So thank you so much, Mr. Williams. You've been a joy, and I wish you much success in this, finishing out the year strong. And I hope to come up there and catch one of these concerts.
All right, and thank Double Exposure. They do a lot of good work for us, okay?
Okay,
right.
okay. I love Mr. Ellaby, and that's all I got to say about that.
All right.
Thank you.
All right now. All right.
The Country Club Hills Theater is the best entertainment venue in the Southland. Every show is always a great show. I want to invite you this year to join us for another exciting season. I'll see you there at the Country Club Hills Theater.